Hello, Ho Chunk Nation and Facebook Fitness friends. It's Jess here with you. Happy holiday weekend come. Just wanted to pop in and give you a great workout that you can do before or after your big turkey day or Ho Chunk Day celebration. A few things I want to go over before we get started. First of all, thank you all for joining me today. I hope that you have a wonderful long weekend planned at home and maybe some virtual company with family and friends. And just have fun, enjoy yourselves, even if it has to be virtual. I hope you're all having a great weekend and staying healthy. Having said that, today's workout, you don't really need any equipment for. The optional equipment would be a mat. I don't have shoes on because a lot of what I'm doing is going to be core work on the mat. But there are modifications that we'll go over for everything. The first portion of it, or the warm-up, will be standing. If you want to add intensity, there is a place where you can add light weights, soup cans or water bottles work as well. And then there is an exercise where you can use a resistance band, and that actually makes the exercise a little easier, but works the core muscles a bit more. So just keep that in mind. As always, listen to your body as you're exercising. Don't push yourself too hard or too fast. Remember, anytime we're using weights, slow and controlled is the key. Always follow any doctor's recommendations or restrictions in terms of exercise. Make sure to stay hydrated before, during, and after your workout. So let's go ahead and get started. One other reminder, anytime I say soft knees, it just means the knees are slightly bent, the glutes are tucked under, so you're engaging your core. I'm going to move my hand weights out of the way, and I'm using a mat. I also brought a chair over for those that might need the modifications when we do the standing portion of the workout. So either way, it's just there in case we need it. So first thing we're going to do is we're just going to do some basic toe taps. So I'm basically tapping the ball of my foot on the floor or the mat in front of me. I'm just going to be here for 8. And if you want, you can lift or squeeze those shoulder blades together to get that upper body working as well. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to cross it over. So I'm kind of stretching out my hip flexors here, stretching out the sides here. And good. 4 more here. And 3. Last 2. And 1. Excellent. Good. Now heel digs forward, keeping those knees soft. The core is staying contracted or tight. And we're here for 8, 7, 6, last 5, and 4, 3, 2, and last one here. Excellent. All right, now I'm going to do toe tap back, heel tap forward, toe tap back, heel tap forward, and we're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Good. And march it out. So just some slight, so if you march it out, you can either lift the feet, or if you want to keep it a little lower impact, you can just lift the heels. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And again, heel tap forward, toe tap back, switching legs. Heel and toe for 8, 7, 6 more, and 5, 4, last 3, 2, last one here. You guys got this. Good. All right, march it out here. And then we're going to start with our series of lunges and squats. So we're going to do left and right leg lunges, squats and plies, 2 rounds through, and then we're going to take it down to the mat. All right. So first things first, if you use the chair, it's just there to give you a little bit of balance. I'm going to start with my left leg. We're not going to alternate it. We're going to do a little bit of muscle burnout here. So keeping in mind that my glutes are tucked under so my core stays tight. My fingertips are just resting on the chair, and I step forward, dropping that knee of my right leg back and touching the toe together. So we're here for 10, 2, and always make sure to tap back to center because you don't want to lose your balance here. You don't have to use the chair, but it's there if you need it. We got this. 5 more, and 4, last 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Now we're going to go right into side lunge, and we're going to go into curtsy lunge. Ready? Side lunge for 1. And the wider you go here, the more you're going to engage those hip adductors and abductors, so the inner and outer thighs. Drop it low. Some of the stretches that we do at the end are going to help aid in digestion, which I think will help us all over this holiday weekend. Last 3, 2, and 1. Now my favorite, curtsy lunges. So slow and controlled again, because you're crossing it over, dropping that knee down toward the mat or the floor, and bringing it back to the side. Cross and drop, back to the side. Use the chair if you need to, but don't lean on it. We're here for 10. And don't forget to breathe. You want to make sure you're never holding your breath. 5 more. You guys got this. And 4. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Now, I forgot to tell you this. My apologies. Let's drop and pulse here for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold it on 10. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Keep it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And good. Bring it back to center. Excellent. All right. So now we work that left side. I'm going to move my chair over here. My friend Fluffy is here to join class with us. Hopefully she doesn't get in the way too much. All right. Same thing. My glutes stay tucked under to keep my core engaged. I'm going to go right from forward lunge to side lunge to curtsy lunge. So it's 10, 10, 10. Remember, on those curtsy lunges, we are going to pulse and hold at the very end. All right, let's go ahead. Lunge it forward for 1. And don't forget to tap back to center. I don't want you losing your balance. It's all about working the whole body, focusing on lower body and core here. You guys got this. You'll burn off that turkey or whatever it is, whatever your entree of choice is tomorrow or today, depending on when you're celebrating, whether it's Turkey Day or Ho Chunk Day. Last 3, 2, last 1 here. We're going to go right into side lunge. Take it side for 10. Remember, the wider, the more we work those hip adductors and abductors. Breathe through those movements. And last 5, 4, 3 more, 2, last 1. Ready for my favorite one, those curtsy lunges. Use the chair to start with if you need to. Cross it over, drop that knee. Whoops, I got to move up a little here. All right, so drop that knee, cross it over, tap to the side. We're halfway there. Don't forget, we have the pulse and hold then. Last 4, 3, 2. We're going to keep it down on 1. Pulse it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on 1 for 5, 4, 3. Keep it low if you can. And good. Bring it back up. Awesome job, you guys. So now we've warmed up the left and the right sides. We're going to take it back down to the mat. So I'm going to do a salutation, and then we're going to do a plank series. From there, we're going to go ahead and do some core work on our back. So we're going to start in a prone position, finish in a supine position. So on our tummy, then on our back. All right, tuck the glutes, soft knees. Press the shoulders back. Deep breath in. Inhale, stretch back overhead. Exhale, forward, stretch the spine. Long, long torso. Fingertips pull forward. Now drop it all the way down. Good. Now let all of that tension, all that resistance leave your body through your fingertips here. So now what I want you guys to do, walk those feet in. Let's stretch the back before we take it down. Deep breath in. Inhale. Round the spine, stretch between the shoulder blades. Exhale, drop the center of the back, press the shoulders back. Beautiful, you guys got this. One more time, inhale, round the spine. Good, stretch between those shoulder blades. Exhale, drop the center of the back, looking up toward the ceiling. Now what? I want you to keep it here, walk those feet apart. Now I want you to bring one hand and then the other down on the floor or mat. If you can't do this, you can take it down on your knees now, but we're gonna walk it out. So you can either be here, this is my full plank hold, or you can take the knees down, which looks like this from a side angle. So my glutes stay tucked under, my back stays straight. So you're either holding here or you're all the way up here, okay? So we're gonna hold in that plank position for a 10 count. Then you're gonna grab either one of your weights or your soup cans if you feel comfortable, or you can just go through the motion. So you'll either be here or you'll be here. Either way, we're going to do some rows. So we're gonna squeeze that shoulder blade back, bring it down. We're gonna be there for 10. Then we're gonna drop it down, press up, sit back, and switch sides, okay? So it's a 10 count on each side. Then we'll repeat it a 5 count on each side, okay? So I'm gonna do the first one in that full plank position. So that's gonna be the harder, the higher intensity. Second set, I'm gonna do in that modified position or on the knees. All right, so ready? You're either in full or modified plank here. Hands are under the elbows. Elbows are under the shoulders. Good, go ahead, center yourself. Keep it here, grab the weight. So I'm gonna start with my left side and we're gonna squeeze and bring it down for 1, 2, 3. Make sure you breathe through these. Exhale, inhale. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Press it down. Slowly bring yourself all the way down. Stretch it back to child's pose. Stretch those arms forward. If you have blocks, if it's hard for you to drop all the way down, you can certainly rest your arms on blocks or blankets or towels if you have those handy. You guys have got this. You are doing awesome. Okay, so back to our second set. We have to switch sides. So same thing, full plank or modified, 10 count pulls. Ready? Take it up, either on your toes or your knees. And good. Go ahead and pull for 1. Row it here. 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, last 1. Excellent job, you guys. Lower it down nice and slow. Stretch it back. So those were my 2 in full plank. Now it's going to be a 10 count. Both sides again, we repeat. This time I'm going to show it in modified, and then we're going to take it to our next exercise. So this time again, instead of being on my toes, I have my glutes tucked under, my back is still straight. I'm going to do those pulls from the modified. Okay, so I'm going to start again with my left side. I'm going to do that lateral row or pull for 10, breathing as I bring it up. Exhale, inhale down for 2, 3, 4, 5. We're halfway there. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it down nice and slow and sit back into it. This time I'm going to do a wide child's pose where I bring my knees farther apart. Stretch it forward. Nice deep breath in as I drop down. Exhale as I walk my fingertips forward on the mat. Good. Bring it back to center. One more set. Right side here. So again, you can either be in modified on the knees or you can be in full plank on your toes. All right, let's pull it here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're halfway there on this one. And last 4, 3, 2, last 1. Excellent. Bring it all the way down. Set that weight down. Stretch it back. Drop the torso. Open the chest. Excellent. And now roll it to seated. Nice and slow here. Press those shoulders back. Deep breath in. Inhale. Stretch it overhead. Exhale, side. Inhale back to center. And exhale, other side. Good, bring it back. Arms come down. All right, so now let's grab our weights here. 2 sets, we're gonna do bird dog. So again, this is on our hands and knees. I'm gonna start, you can use weight cans, weighted, light weights, soup cans, or water bottles. My goodness, I'm just combining everything today. So, or you can just make a fist and go through the motion. So what we're gonna do here is we're going to hold in bird dog, which means I'm gonna start with my left arm, my right leg, or from that side view, it just looks like this because you want to keep that leg extended and that arm extended, okay? So we're going to hold for 5. Then we're going to do bird dog lifts where we crunch, or bird dog crunches where we pull the elbow and knee together for 5. All right, 2 sets here on each side. Ready, and left arm, right leg, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now pull the elbow and knee together for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it in on 1 for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it out and down. Excellent. Stretch back to child's pose. Deep breath in and exhale back up onto your hands and knees. Right side here. Hold for 5, and then we'll do those bird dog crunches for 5. Ready, extend, opposite arm and leg. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bird dog crunches for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Extend it out and down. Excellent. Sit back here, deep breath in, drop it down. Exhale, roll it to seated. Okay, so what we're gonna do next is gonna be to work our obliques, muscles through our side. So the exercise we're gonna do is 2-part. First part is gonna be a side plank. I'm gonna show you the beginner option, or level 1, and then the little bit more advanced option, level 2. First set through, I'm going to do everything level 1. Second set through, we'll do it level 2, and then we're going to add jackknife crunches in the second round through. So it's going to look like this. When we're doing a side plank, you want your elbow again to be under your shoulder. That is stacked. You can either take it down, keeping it on your knees and holding here for 5, or you can lift it onto the sides of your feet and keep it here for 5, okay? So from there, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna do 1 set on the beginner level, and then second set, that more advanced level, which means we can either keep it down here and have the toe, or it up on the elbow and the sides of your feet, or you can take it all the way up here and hold, okay? So that either one of those would be your level 2 option or your advanced option. All right, so let's start beginner level 1. Deep breath in, inhale. Make sure you keep that elbow in line with the shoulder. Deep breath in, inhale, open. Look towards your fingertips and hold. Hold the pose, not your breath, for 2, 3, 4, 5. Now bring it down. Now you can either just take it up onto the sides of your feet like this, or you can go ahead and take your hand, spread the fingers wide, and lift up to full side plank. Either way, and breathe through it as we hold that stretch for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly lower it down. Beautiful job, you guys. So now we're going to do our full set on this left side before we switch. Jackknife crunches. If you want to use weights, you can. You're going to start by just making 45-degree angle here with your arm. That weight is kind of behind your back, or the soup can. Now I'm going to bring my knees up toward my elbow and down. So we're here for 5. We hold for a 5 count on that last crunch, that jackknife crunch, or you can bring it down if that hold is too intense. And the weight is optional on here. So ready? And you're going to kind of stick your sits bones or your glutes out. Keep that elbow under your shoulder, and knee comes toward the elbow for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it on 1 for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it down. Excellent. Walk it up here. Before we switch sides, take that left leg, cross it over, pull it into the torso, stretch those hip flexors. Nice deep breath in here. And exhale, extend it back out. Switch sides. All right, you guys. So 2 sets, fully modified side plank, then the partial, either just the upper body modified, or you can do the full extension. 2 5-count sets, and then we're going to do a set of the jackknife lifts. Okay, and weights are always optional on all of these. So I'm going to take it down to my elbow here. I'm going to lift and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lower it down. Now you can either lift up just onto the sides of your feet and keep that elbow down, or you can go into full extension. If you do that, remember, fingers are spread wide so you have a good base of support. And we lift, we open, and we hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower yourself down nice and slow. Excellent. Jackknife crunches. Weights are optional. 2 sets of 5 here. Press those sits bones back. Make a large V with your body. And knees come toward the elbow. Exhale up. 2, 3, 4. Hold it up on 5 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower it down nice and slow. Good job, you guys. You've got this. 1 more set here, okay? And then we're going to take it supine or to our backs. So press those sits bones back. Elbow comes back behind the shoulder here. If you decide you're going to use a weight, if not, you can just have your hand here. All right, let's exhale as we lift for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it on 5. Your motion, not your breath. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down nice and slow. Good job. Bring that weight to your side. Excellent. You guys are doing great. So now we're taking it onto our back or supine position. So what we're going to do here to start it off is, I'm going to move back, is you're going to start by leaning back onto your forearms here, working more the upper core or the upper abdominals. I'm going to lean back on, like I said, my forearms. I'm going to tuck my chin into my chest here. Feet are up, and I'm going to exhale halfway down. Inhale back up. So I'm going to be here for a 10 count. I'm going to pulse for 5 and hold for 5. 2 sets, and we're going to do a butterfly stretch, making sure not to bounce in between. So we're just going to hold here, only going as far down as you feel comfortable, not shaking or bouncing our legs on this one, okay? So here we go, you guys. 2 sets. So lean back, tuck the chin into the chest, lean back on your forearms, extend those legs, drop down for 5. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to pulse it on 1, pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on 1, hold that motion, not your breath, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down nice and slow. Walk it up to seated. Go ahead and pull those legs or those feet in toward your torso. Drop the knees down toward your side, but make sure you're not bouncing. So none of this stuff. You want it to be a nice static stretch. So inhale, press those shoulders back, open the chest. Exhale, drop those knees down toward the floor. You're not going so that it's painful on the inner thighs. You just want to be able to feel that stretch, okay? One more time, deep breath in. Inhale, open the chest. And exhale, drop those knees down. Good. We have 1 more set of those. So let's go ahead and draw those feet back out in front of us. We're going to be back on the forearms, and then we're going to go into a boat set. That's the one where we use the band if you want to make it easier, but also to add resistance. Okay, so here we go. Tuck that chin into the chest, and that's just to protect your upper back and neck. And we're going to lean back onto our forearms. If this isn't comfortable, you can certainly take it all the way down on the mat if you want to. Okay, we're going to do that for that next set. Legs are up, drop down for 10, 2, 3, 4. You guys got this. Make sure you're breathing. Take water breaks as well whenever you need to. Last 4 and 3, 2, keeping it down on 1. Pulse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower those legs down nice and slow. Walk it up here. Excellent. Back to center. Draw those feet back in. You guys are awesome. You are doing a great job. We're almost there. So press the soles of the feet together. Deep breath in. Open the chest. Make sure not to bounce those legs. Exhale. Drop those knees down toward the floor. Good. And again, inhale. Open the chest. And exhale. Drop the knees. Good. Slowly walk those feet back out. Now, this next set, you're going to hold your shoulder blades together and you're going to pulse your legs out, or you can do the same thing, leaning back into it. Squeeze those shoulder blades so you're working the upper back. You can just hold a set of weights if you want to, or just slide those feet on the floor. The other option, if you want to make it a little bit tougher and add the resistance, instead of using weights or soup cans, you can take your band, put it over your feet, cross it. Make sure that if you have tennis shoes on, that it's in those grooves so that it doesn't snap back. And then I'm going to cross the band. I'm going to put it over my wrists here. I'm going to make it short, so squeeze my shoulder blades together. Feet are here, and I'm going to press out. So I'm going to go ahead and do my sets with a band. If you're not using a band, again, you can hold weights and just do this. Drag those feet across the floor, but keep the back angled, or you can use hand weights as well. Or no equipment at all works as well, just going through the motion. All right, you guys, here we go. 2 sets. We're going to take a break between each one before we do our final set before our cool down. So I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades together. I'm going to lean into it to make it work my upper core as well as my lower abs. I'm going to press out for 10, so straight out, and then I'm going to go out to the side for 5. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep it out on 10. Pulse it out to the side for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in and down. Awesome, you guys. You've got this. We have one more set of those, and then we're going to take it into our last exercise before we do our cool down. So keep up the good work. You guys have got it. Again, a quick reminder, making sure you take a water break every now and again. All right, I'm going to use my band again for my second set. So squeezing my shoulder blades, working my upper body as well as my lower body and core. I'm going to bring my feet up. But again, even if you're using the band, you can also, if that's too much balance work, you can also still keep those feet on the floor and drag straight out and still do those pulse outs, okay? So here we go, 10. Then we're out to the side for 5, and we hold 5. Squeeze, bring it up, press it out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep it out on 10. Pulse it side. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in and down. Awesome job. Last set here. And I'm going to try to move my mat so you can hopefully see this at least a little bit, or I'm going to move my angle just a touch here. Sorry, I hope I'm not giving anyone motion sickness here. So this last set is going to be complete drop down. So you're going to be on your mat here. I'm going to angle my mat where you're going to be on your mat. You're going to use light weights if you want to, if you have them. So you're here. You're always protecting your neck by tucking your chin into your chest. I'm going to make a triangle with my hands, place them behind the small of my back, point the toes, and I'm dropping down for 10. Then I'm scissor kicking. I'm scissor kicking, crossing left over right, right over left for 5. Then I'm flutter kicking 5, hold 5, and bring it down. Okay, so 2 sets here, and then we go right into our cool down. Well, good? Okay, here we go. Remember, go at your own pace and make sure not to hold your breath on these. So taking it all the way down, I'm making that triangle with my hands, placing it under the small of my back. Be careful if you are wearing jewelry. Point the toes and drop it down for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys have got this. Make sure you're breathing. We're almost there. Last 4, 3, 2. Keep it down on 1. Scissors for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flutter kicks up and down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring those legs all the way down. Awesome. Okay, you guys. So that was set 1. We're going to do that same thing one more time. Now, if you want to add intensity, you can take those weights, and when we're doing the drop downs, if you don't have problems with your low back, you can take those weights and you can place them on your thighs here to give yourself more resistance. And then when you do the scissor and flutter kicks, they go on your outer thighs. That's optional. I'm not going to do that because I have problems with my low back. So I'm just going to take that triangle, place it under the small of my back to protect myself. Chin stays tucked into the chest. Let's go ahead and do our last step. Point the toes and drop down for 10. Exhale down, inhale up. 5 more, and 4, 3, 2, keep it down on 1, scissor kicks for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, flutter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold it, 2, 3, 4, 5, lower them down. Awesome job, you guys. So now, as promised, I want to do a couple of stretches with you that help to aid in digestion. So anytime we do anything that kind of rotates our torso or upper body, that sort of helps, for lack of a better term, helps to kind of massage our internal organs to help our body digest better. This tends to be the time of year, normally, at least non-pandemic time, when people tend to have more get-togethers, more food. You might still be having that, just having it in the comfort of your own home and virtually sharing those meals with family and friends. So either way, I just want to show you a couple of those stretches that help with that, because I want everyone also to enjoy the time with your immediate family at home, but to stay healthy and have that motivation and that energy to keep going and doing your physical activity as well. So the first one we can do seated is I'm going to take my left leg, and we did this one a little bit earlier because it also stretches out our hip flexors. I'm going to cross it over my extended leg because, again, you can see the rotation. Do be careful with these if you have any low back problems, or if you're told not to do them, of course, please don't. Draw that leg into your body and rotate into it here. So this is one nice, easy one that you can do. One that you can do seated. You can certainly even do this in a chair by just doing that figure 4 stretch. This is just going to give you a little more intensity by drawing and lifting that leg up and over a bit more. Good. So we're going to extend that leg out, and we're going to switch. Same thing, other side. We're going to cross that leg over. We're going to rotate into it. Really focus on applying a little bit of pressure to draw that leg in, but keeping it away from the knee joint, so either on the calf or on your thigh, just pulling that in towards your body. Good, then we extend that leg out. So now there's also one that we can do laying down, and it's a yoga stretch. It's called supine spinal twist. So what I'm going to do is lower myself down to my mat. Again, just allow my shoulders to relax into my mat. My feet are firmly and flat pressed into the mat, and I'm going to allow both of my knees to drop down to my left side. Extend my arms out to the side while I look over my right shoulder, and I inhale. And this is a lot on the controlled breathing as well. And I exhale, and I just let those shoulders melt into the mat. Inhale, stretch. And then exhale, just really allow those shoulders to melt in. And you can also take that leg that's on top and extend it out to get more of a stretch, as long as you feel like you're not rolling off, like that you're rolling or losing balance or control. Good. So draw that leg back in, bring it back to center, looking straight up. Now we're going to do supine spinal twist. opposite. So I'm going to have my feet, I'm going to take my knees, and I'm going to drop my knees to the right side. I'm going to look over my left shoulder. Again, inhale, pull those fingertips out. Allow my shoulders to melt into the mat. Sorry, I'm looking the opposite direction from you guys, so this one's always a little awkward on camera. And again, with this, you can take that left leg on top and extend it to get a deeper inner thigh stretch as well, but this is also going to help to aid in digestion. Then draw that leg in, bring both feet back to center. You can pull those knees in toward your chest, and you can roll side to side here. And that just helps also to stretch out the low back. Draw those legs in. You can roll like a ball, forward and back here. And this one, just make sure you keep good control and end in boat pose. Awesome job, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. That was super cool. I hope that you had fun. I hope you learned a few core abdominal exercises and some things that can help you de-stress, relax, and hopefully enjoy your long holiday weekend. So I look forward to seeing you all next week. I hope you have a wonderful holiday at home with your immediate family and virtually with family and friends. I'll see you guys all next week. Please look for my Facebook updates on class days and times. They may get a little bit different the next couple of weeks just due to some scheduling conflicts, but we still will have class, whether it's live or pre-recorded. So happy holiday long weekend to you all. Stay healthy, stay hydrated, and I'll see you soon.